Yo, this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you. We talking all sports. You know what I mean? For all my sports fanatics out there like myself, you know what I mean? And not all, just the four sports I talk about. Football, boxing, basketball, and baseball. You know, I'm looking at across the landscape of American sports, and I'm like, man, where's that dynasty at? You know, the Lakers, the Celtics, the Yankees, you know, Chicago Bulls in the 90s, you know, my Cowboys in the 90s, 49ers in the 80s, you know, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, things like that. Where's that dynasty at across sports? So I went to think, I was like, man, is there a dynasty right now? I think, well, the Chicago Blackhawks, and I don't follow, I mean, you guys know, on McCoy TV, I keep it real with you guys. I'm not a hockey fan. Only time I follow hockey, I live in Central Florida. Most of you guys know is where the Tampa Bay Lightning make the playoffs. Then I'll watch. Other than that, I'm just being real with you. Not knocking hockey, just not my swag. You know what I mean? But I believe the Chicago Blackhawks. Now I could be wrong, but I probably am. I think did they win 3 Stanley Cups in 5 years? I think, or 2 and 3. I think it was 3 in 5 years, something like that. So. But the sports that, you know, that I pay attention to, you know, I don't think there's any out there right now. So I was looking at, well, are there any young franchises out there? I mean, I'm talking young as in a lot of their key players are like 25 years old and younger, or right around their mid-20s, something like that. What young franchises could be 2 to 3 years from now in the process of starting a dynasty? You know what I mean? Winning 2 championships in 3 years, 3 and 5 years, things like that. Or they over a decade they win 4 or 5 championships, things like that. And there were 5 franchises that stood out to me. It could be more, you know what I mean? You know, you can guys leave comments on that. But for me, you know, across the 3 different sports franchises, obviously not boxing is not a franchise, you know. What stood out to me, a few that stood out to me, the 5 that stood out to me, the Minnesota Timberwolves in the NBA. You know, we seen Zach LaVine's athleticism in the dunk contest, Andrew Wiggins, #1 overall pick, same as Karl Anthony Towns. Young athletic team, love the head coach, Thibodeau. Has a good track record with the, he was an assistant, I believe, with Doc Rivers with the Celtics. Got the head coaching job in Chicago. You know, a disciplined coach. Sometimes people say he puts too much pressure, too many minutes on his starters. But these guys are young. I'm not saying just run them to the dirt, you know what I mean? But, you know, if they buy into Thibodeau, they buy into the defensive end, and don't know if Ricky Rubio is going to be there future-wise, they might go with Tyus Jones. I don't know. They may look somewhere else and get another point guard. But those 3, Wiggins, Zach LaVine, and Karl Anthony Towns, those 3 are building pieces, and they play in a division that isn't that strong, in the Northwest Division, especially now with KD, because in the Northwest Division in the NBA, you got the Denver Nuggets, you got OKC Thunder, Portland Trailblazers, Utah Jazz, and the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, that's a winnable division. You know, but you know, if they can build around those young players, like Zach LaVine, if he continues to develop, you know what I mean, in a couple of years from now, they put some talent around those guys, they got something. I do think they got to upgrade the point guard. I like Rubio as a passer and court vision, IQ, but his shooting is a liability. His shooting is a liability. His own ball defense as well. If they can, maybe through the draft, get a free agent. I mean, I'm not a free agent. I mean a veteran, maybe a free agent veteran, something like that. But in the next few years, they could potentially be on the way with all that talent, man. That's one. Another franchise that stood out to me that could possibly do something in the next few years is the Oakland Raiders. In the NFL, man, the black and silver, the Raiders. Derek Carr, Murray in the backfield, Amari Cooper. Man, I think Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, Larry Fitzgerald are some of the guys I think about as far as route running. They can get open because of their routes. Amari Cooper is another guy that reminds me of that. He runs great. I noticed that in college at Alabama. This guy's running routes like an NFL receiver. Like God put him on this earth just to do that, run routes. Well, you got Amari Cooper, you got Crabtree. They got a very good offensive line. Things like that, man. Defense, they're going to build on that. Build on that. But right now, I think they're leading the AFC West right now. And the AFC West is the best division in football. You know what I mean? Then the NFC East, things up with my Cowboys, you know. But, you know, you got the Raiders, the Chiefs, the Broncos. I think they're leading that division. And they just beat the champs, Broncos, what, 2 weeks ago? Last week? Something like, I think 2 weeks ago. So, a week before. Anyway, something like that. So, they're they could be in the AFC Championship this year. This year, they could be in the AFC Championship. I thought the Colts were going to be in this position, but they falling off. Anyway, I mean, the Raiders could be on something. That division doesn't have Peyton Manning. I think either Phillip Rivers need to ask for a trade from San Diego and go to a championship caliber team, maybe Denver. You know what I mean? But you look at the quarterbacks in that division. I mean, Derek Carr is big time, man. He's big time. I mean, this could be a team that could be competing for AFC titles every year for the next few years, man. So they could very well be in the AFC Championship game in this season, 2016. You know, another franchise that jumped out to me is Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA. You know, now that you know, no Wilt Chamberlain, no Kareem, no Magic Johnson, no Jerry West, no Shaq, no Kobe. You know what I mean? Completely young. It's weird not seeing one of those players in a Lakers uniform. It's brand new now. And they've got a lot of people felt like Kobe was holding this team back last year. They're playing solid. This defense needs work. A lot of young teams, period. But a lot of young teams need defense. I mean, it's kind of a mental thing. You know what I mean? But, and buying into the coaching system defensively. But offensively, they can score. They got talent. D'Angelo Russell, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, you know what I mean? They've got some young talent, man. They've already beat Golden. I think they dominated Golden State at home. You know, the thing that could set them back compared to the Timberwolves is the division. Because in the Pacific Division, they got to compete with the Warriors and the Clippers year after year. Now, if the Clippers don't make the conference finals this year, Blake Griffin might ask for a trade. Anyway, but the Lakers could be a team that could be in the conference finals in about, say, 3 years from now. They're in the conference finals every single, you know what I mean? I mean, within 3 years, within the 3-year window, that's what I'm talking about. They could be starting another dynasty all over again. You know, get a key veteran here and there. They might be in the playoffs this year. I don't think so, but they might be in. If they grow up fast, you know what I mean. With Luke Walton, you know, when he bring his winning ways of coaching from Golden State, not the same talent level, but they already beat the Warriors now. I mean, so we'll see. They're interesting. They're interesting, man. The division could keep them back a little bit, but yeah. But once you get into the playoffs, that don't matter. You know what I mean? So we'll see. They're interesting, man. Another one is Chicago Cubs. Easy. They just won the chip. You know what I'm saying? And if they didn't win, I'm not a Chicago Cubs fan, but man, I would have been. I don't like to really cry, complain, protest about anything. But if they didn't win, I'm surprised there aren't more baseball pundits and fans out there, right? Hardcore baseball fans. Like, dude, why? I say this every time. Why does the All-Star game determine home field advantage in a World Series? Makes no sense. Chicago Cubs won 103 games. The Indians won 94 in regular season, but Game 7 was played in Cleveland and not at Wrigley Field. Makes no sense to me. Anyway, man, I do that all, man. If you guys are familiar with my channel, I talk about that all. That makes no sense. Get rid of that. They still came out victorious. In my preview video, I picked the Cubs to win the World Series in 7 games on the road. They did that. And when you look at Chicago Cubs roster, guys like Chris Bryant, Addison Russell, Kyle Schwarber, Contreras, the catcher. These guys are like 25 years old and younger. I mean, 25 and younger. Chris Bryant, Russell, I think Jorge Soler as well. I could be wrong. These guys are all 24, 25 years old and younger. So the Cubs ain't going nowhere. And they just won a chip. Made it to the LCS in 15, got swept. Won a chip this year, and they're 25 and younger. They won 103 games, and Kyle Schwarber basically missed the entire postseason. He might be their best overall hitter. You know what I mean? With the knee injury. I think he had, I can't remember what, I'm pretty sure it was less than 10 at-bats in the regular season. I think he collided with Dexter Fowler out in the outfield, you know, early in like game 2 or 3 of the regular season. Came back for the postseason, you know what I mean, had a good impact. They missed his bat in the lineup at Wrigley Field because he wasn't medically cleared to play. Schwarber is probably going to still be rehabbing all the way until, I think, pitchers and catchers report in February. He's probably going to be rehabbing all the way to opening day, you know, so, yeah. But they won 103 games without him. Won the chip, you know what I mean? They're young. Contreras, you know what I mean? Schwarber, Bryant, Javier Baez, Russell. These guys, then you look at Anthony Rizzo, Jason Hayward, who struggled, Aroldis Chapman. I think those guys are like 28 years old or younger. Man, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Anytime soon, man. They're probably the easiest pick in American sports to say, okay, there's the next dynasty right there. Chicago Cubs in Major League Baseball. I mean, wow. Talented, young, and all they want to do is just win. And I love Joe Madden. I'm a Tampa Bay Rays fan. I love Joe Madden. You know what I mean? I always wondered what Joe Madden could do with a team that could spend some money. This is what you get. You get a chip. Theo Epstein, a great executive mind, putting teams together, putting a roster together, things like that. He has a track record of doing that. So the Cubs ain't going nowhere, man, anytime soon. So they're the easiest pick. You know what I mean? And another franchise that stood out to me, yeah, I'm a little biased. My Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys, man? I might get a little heat on this one in the comment section, but hey, my Cowboys. We're 8-1. Just came off a big win against Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? I think Dak Prescott is like 23. I think Zeke is like 22. All of our offensive linemen is except Doug Free at right tackle. He's in his 30s. O'Leary's a little older, but I think Lyle Collins is going to, when healthy, he has a foot injury. When healthy, he's a starter. So most of our offensive linemen are like, I think Tyron Smith is the best left tackle in football. I think he's only like 27, 28 years old. He's got at least another 3 or 4, maybe 5 years left in him, like Joe Thomas for the Browns, a left tackle. You know what I mean? Our offensive line is young, and we're already the best. You know what I mean? I think Chaz Green is probably going to replace. I think they probably want Chaz Green to replace Doug Free at right tackle. He's only like 22, 23 years old. You know what I mean? He's going to be, so we're going to have a young offensive line. Dez is like 20, 27, 28. Dak, Zeke. You know what I mean? We're young, man. Defense is young. Jalen Smith, DeMarcus Lawrence, you know what I mean? Mo Claiborne, Byron Jones. These guys are all young, man. Sean Lee still not in his 30s yet. You know, his body's decently preserved because all the games he's missed with injuries, you know what I mean? And if Jalen Smith, the backer out of Notre Dame, if his knee comes to life, don't know if his knee pop, you know, if his knee comes back to life, man, hey, we got something here now. We got something. I know I'm a little bit biased because I'm a Cowboys fan, but we could be on something this year. Don't be surprised if y'all see us holding a Lombardi trophy this season. Yeah, I said it. This season. They already have us at the top of the power rankings. There's a lot of football left to be played. You know, don't have a lot of the two rookies, Dak and Zeke, don't have the playoff experience as a Seattle does, as an Atlanta, things like that. But yeah, man. I mean, we could be on to something, man. My Dallas Cowboys, we really could be on something here. I don't want to get too on my Cowboys, man. I'm going to leave it at that. I want the video to get too long. But those are some American franchises that stood out to me where in the next few years, you know, these guys could be winning 3 in 5 years, or win maybe 5 over a 10-year span, 4 over, or maybe even 6 over a 10-year span, because how young they are. You know, so let me know what you guys think. But right now, I love my Cowboys. But right now, you got to see Chicago Cubs, man. The Chicago Cubs in Major League Baseball, man. Man, now pitching, he still got Lester in his 30s. You know, he's pitching well. Jake Arrieta. I think they need to bolster the bullpen a little bit, because I think they overuse Aroldis Chapman in the World Series. I think they used him too much. Bolster the bullpen. Still got Lester, Arrieta, things like that. But offensively, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They need to come back on the strikeouts. I think they were trying to play a little bit of hero baseball instead of just playing baseball and trust the man behind you to drive you in. You know what I mean? But the Cubs, man, and my Cowboys. Hey, let me know what you think, man. All my sports fans, sports fanatics out there. We touched on all the sports, man, and majority of the sports. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys see has the best chance here to start another dynasty? You know what I mean? There isn't one. Hockey might have. I don't really follow hockey, but right now there really isn't one. The Cubs could be on the cusp of doing that. Let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, share all that good stuff. And let me know what you guys think, man. This your boy, The Real McCoy, man. All my sports. How about them Cowboys, man? I'm out, man. Peace.